Brendan, brainrot is the Oxford Dictionary word of the year. One of the other finalists was slop. I really was hoping slop would win. But brainrot also is far more pervasive as a word. I feel like I have used and heard brainrot a lot this year, whereas last year, I mean, I was hearing it a little bit here and there, but like it wasn't like popping off fully. But now brainrot, we're fully in like, I guess, the world of brainrot. You know, it really is 2024 really is a brainrot year. Slop is already a word, yeah, but like used within the context of how it is now. Slop is utilized differently than what it was. 2 words, I mean, brainrot, some people use it as 1 word. 2 words can be 1 word. You just hyphen that shit. I guess it would be more phrase of the year, wouldn't it? Take that. The Oxford Dictionary doesn't know about 2 words versus 1 words. The guys that are exclusively there for being good with words, they're like, you guys are wrong. This is 2 words. This is like replying to their Twitter about that and then being like, hey, buddy, this is the fucking dictionary you're arguing with. I don't know if I'm such a fucking nerd that I'm going to sit here and argue with the dictionary guys. Another finalist was dynamic pricing. Dynamic pricing is just, we should call it what it is. Stealing. Dynamic pricing, surge pricing. We should just call it what it is, which is go fuck yourself. If you do that, I don't want to buy from you. I'm sorry, man. If you try to instigate surge pricing or dynamic pricing on the eggs, I'm just stealing the eggs. I don't... Like, I'm sorry. I don't feel a sense of like, oh, what have I done? If I go to the grocery store and you're like, eggs right now are $9. Well, because a lot of people are buying eggs. You try that shit. I'm just stealing the eggs. But would you watch a Mobster House sequel where it's at the hospital and it's called Mobster House 2, House Doctor? 1, I want to watch the movie that you're envisioning with your misspelling. I don't care about any of what you just said other than Mobster House. Because now I just want a reality show where they just clone a bunch of old-timey mobsters from the Prohibition era. They put their clones in a house with all the memories of them, and they don't let them out. They seal the doors and windows for 60 days. The last one standing at the end of the 60 days gets to live again. Everybody else is reconstituted. They have to do mobster challenges. They can't directly kill each other. Monster House, where it's the mobster house, and the mobsters are summoned and then reconstituted back into the clone slime at the very end of the game show. Vegas Fear is big and around like your mom, Brendan. I really wanted to clap back with something, but I don't know if it was too mean or not. I didn't know that you could, like, look away from your Gengar card collection to come up with one of the worst shots at my mother ever. There, I said it. I don't think it was that mean, but I got you fucking locked down. Don't try that shit on me. Don't come at me with your mom jokes, because I will just hit you in the center. Brendan, that excerpt re-ruined the Dresden Files for me. Thank you. I love the Dresden Files excerpt because, like, when I got to that point in the books and I read that paragraph and then I reread it and then I reread it again, I was like, what the hell, man? You got to go into those books. They're basically popcorn books. You can't read those books with any sense of, like, normalcy in your head. Otherwise, it ruins your brain. It's brain rot wizard books, basically. What excerpt? There's an excerpt from the Dresden Files. 1 second. I can grab it again. Give me a moment. I can pull it out again. I have it saved. So, like, if you love the Dresden Files, this is, this excerpt is the one I think about all the time from it. Which is, Susan smiled at me, giving Molly the female once-over, a process by which one woman creates a detailed profile of another woman based upon a million subtle details of clothing, jewelry, makeup, and body type, and then decides how much of a social threat she might be. Men have a parallel process, but it's binary. Does he have beer? If yes, will he share it with me? And that sentence from the Dresden Files, one, it partially makes sense because the main character is kind of just like that. And you honestly have to go in with, like, sometimes the book, like, writes him as if he's really, really cool. But then you have to remember that he's a fucking dork loser. And then on the other hand, like, it's really fucking weird how, like, women in that book are basically objects of suffering for the main character in so many different ways. Why'd they lock up the shitter? Interesting. Like, the main character will be like, I'm really going through it. But then, like, it's like, hey, man, your apprentice is, like, lost to the Fae, and, like, you're kind of responsible for that. and they'll live forever as a member of the court of the fairies. And like, it's kind of your fault, bozo. It's like, oh, suffering again. And it's like, hey man, the lady that has been the long time, like, romance interest in your books, that has been in the books since like day one, like died, and you're just kind of being an asshole weirdo now. Like, I want to say like 60% of Jim Butcher's writing in the Dresden Files is like fine or even fun, and then 40% you're like, oh, what? Oh, what? Dude, what? Huh? What? Huh? It's not like the worst writing ever. I don't treat those books as if they're like serious marks of culture or pop culture. But like sometimes you get into it and you're like, what? I did try to read his like steampunk series about like talking cats or whatever. I was like, this kind of stinks. I'm like, why the door in the way? There's literally beer right there. I want that beer, man. Give me the beer. Here, call me he bip. It's the right season for summer sausage. You can buy it so much for cheap. You're right, because it's currently not the summer. Correct. It is, in fact, not summer. So summer sausage is even cheaper. Beer and sausage sounds like a cool afternoon. My perfect Sunday is like a plate charcuterie, maybe some sausage, some capicola, cheese. We're talking like smoked cheddar, Gouda, mozzarella. I want to say like a big cigar, like a huge fat stogie, and then like just sitting on the deck and watching the sunset in like middling temperatures, not cold but not hot, just right. You know, like a good 68 to 70 degrees, no wind chill, no wind. I think it's fucked that STALKER has so many sacks of potatoes, but you can't eat a baked potato. Irradiated taters. In the zone, you're not eating potatoes. You're not eating like vegetation grown in the zone, all right? I wouldn't be eating vegetation grown in the zone. Those vegetables are full of A, heavy metals, and B, those vegetables might get up and start walking around. I want powers. You're not going to get powers. You're just going to get ball cancer. You're going to be eating the irradiated taters and your balls are going to fall off. Or you'll grow new balls, depending. But they are fresh, post-emission potatoes. I'm not eating anything off the ground in the STALKER world. I'm just not. I will eat weird military rations and dried sausage from outside the zone. Past that, Gonna start calling him repeat once he comes back around, you know, start saying the same numbers again. Why, dude? Sorry, I had to hit him with a low level 1 spell. My level 1 contrip, prestidigitation. You know, I just had to hit him with that. The zone potatoes do that. No, that was me. Level 1 cantrip, prestidigitation. It's not prestidigit-vegetation. Grow the fuck up. That's why I won't eat the potatoes in the zone, man. Prestidigit-vegetation. That shit make you float. Not only because of the toxic fumes, but like, you're so full of gas, you're making helium in your tummy. You're not even making methane anymore. Zone potatoes make you make helium. Tell me all gloated and boated up with shit. Put him down, Brendan, put him down. No. I'd rather not. Level 1 cantrip guy's a phony. Dude, I don't know wizard shit. Is that like a side? I don't ever play wizards. Here's a crazy thing about tabletop. You don't need to have the fucking you don't have to have the books memorized. I don't know what level spell slot that is. I didn't beat Baldur's Gate 3. I don't fucking care. And even if I did, I don't use wizard shit. The only time I pull out the spell book, anytime I'm looking at it, the only time I ever look at the goddamn spell book is I'm like, oh, this shit. This guy they're fighting is a wizard. Throw this on here, throw this on here, throw this on here. Good. Cantrips don't have levels for any class. Yeah, in 5th edition. Don't you DM for D&D? Yeah, it doesn't mean that you have to have everything memorized. The fuck you think? You're just sitting here fucking memorizing the entirety of the rulebook? You don't need to fucking memorize the rulebook to be a DM. That's why they're books. If you don't know a rule or you don't know something, you pull up the book and be like, oh, now I know that. 1, 2, 6, 8. And also, you can just make up whatever. It's theater of the mind. No, Brendan, you need to memorize it. Yeah, that doesn't work for me. My brain don't work that way, sorry. Be a real fan. Oh, man. Phony. What a phony. You know what? I'm on Peter Griffin's side, actually. When that story interaction happened and that guy started yelling he's a phony, that guy's an asshole. He was just trying to bring a little joy and whimsy to this guy's life. And this guy was immediately like, huh, wait a minute, you're not really playing the piano? Oh, fuck this guy. He didn't have the wherewithal to understand he was in the fucking shopping. He was in the shopping center. He was in the mall. He was in the grocery store. Of course he wasn't fucking playing the goddamn player piano in the goddamn keyboard store. What are you talking about? I'm talking about in Family Guy. There's this guy, Peter Griffin, is playing on a player piano or like a keyboard, and he's just like pressing the buttons and making noises, right? Playing the preordained tunes. And this guy walks up to him and says, hey, man, you're pretty good. Wow. And Peter is fake playing. And then it's revealed that Peter is fake playing. The guy's like, hey, wait a minute. You're a phony. And then he starts calling Peter Griffin a phony. And you know what? I'm on Peter Griffin's side for that one because he was just trying to bring a little joy and whimsy into the world. You can pull the medieval priest gambit. Your players haven't read the book either, so it's whatever you say. Dude, if somebody tries to rules lawyer at me anyway, like, I'm just going to be like, oh, okay. No. But you're not abiding by the rules of the game. Yeah, and I don't care, man. Fight me, then. Role of the DM isn't to be the rules manager. The role of the DM is to make an intricate story that is a lot of fun. And to try not to say no to the players when they want to do dumb shit just because you want to see what happens. I'm fully in favor of bending and breaking the rules, but also I'm not reading the goddamn books. Why the fuck would I want to read it? And this is how 3-action turned. And this is how shield combat works. If somebody wants to use a shield in my game, I'll look it up. But a lot of the time, it's just add this to your AC. Add this number to your damage roll. Now you get 2 actions instead of 1 action. Spells open up the spell book. Memorize the spell book. Level and cantrip is less about rules and more just you said a silly thing wrong. Yeah, look at 4th edition or 3rd edition. There are different levels for cantrips in other tabletop games as well. Level 1 cantrip can be applicable to anything except for D&D 5e. My mind is vast and open, and your mind is narrow and weak. You're the one who brought, like, 5e specification into this, not me. I just like razzing you? What am I, a fucking berry to you? Am I berry boy here? Do I look like I'm bloated and full of blueberry juice? I'm sitting here trying to fucking Augustus Gloop at me. Put him in the tubes, man. Put him in the tubes. Nobody played 4th edition? Nice opinion. Did a YouTuber give it to you? Yeah, I played 4th edition. Fuck you. Yeah, I did. I made the fucking index cards and everything, bozo. You will not understand. Playing 5th edition is so fucking... It's a joy. And you know what? I appreciate 5th edition for how uncomplicated it is because it's literally a baby could run a campaign in 5th edition if you gave that baby a player's handbook, a DM handbook, and a monster manual, and then taught that baby how to read. It is legitimately like tabletop for babies, which is not a negative thing. It's really easy to use, and I like using it because you don't have to focus on too many things. But 4th edition was so fucking ridiculous. And, like, I can't begin to even tell you how fucking horrible it was in 4th edition, where every class had a billion different actions they could do, so you had to write out index cards for every single skill you had, versus 5th edition, which is, hit him. Okay, but what if, like, later, dude, hit him with it? We hit him again. I started in 3.5, yeah, and I didn't have family members who cared, so, like, I started in 4th edition. Sorry that you, more than likely, on the scale... like on the childhood scale, probably had a better childhood than me because you may have had a relative say, hey, don't play 4th edition, play 3.5. I'm sorry. I didn't have anybody to stop me. This is untrue, by the way. I did have somebody stop me. My uncle was like, you should try 3rd edition or 3.5 because he had the books for them. And I was like, no, 4th edition is where it's at, old man. This is awesome. And then, like, you know, as an adult, I'm, like, looking back like, oh, fuck, man, I wish I didn't waste all that time learning 4th edition. Somewhere in this house, there lies, and I don't know where they are, I bought the worst D&D books you can buy, aside from the Rick and Morty Adventure Supplement. And if you're a tabletop user, you may not even know about these books. 4th edition released these series of books that are even worse than 4th edition. They're like the Windows Vista or Windows 8 of 4th edition. They're the Dragon Ball. They're the Dungeons and Dragons 4th edition Essentials book series, and I have 3 of them. and they are absolute dog ass. They're basically the in-between between 4th and 5th edition. They're basically 4.5 edition. But it keeps like some of the nonsense complicated slime of 4th edition while also trying to make it easier to play. And it just is somehow worse than both of them combined. You're just going to mention the Rick and Morty the Indie supplement and not elaborate? No, I don't have to elaborate. It's just a thing. It's crazy, but in that supplement, you can actually roll for pickle. I don't think that's true. I think I made that one up. The supplement is real, but I made that part up. I will one day trick Brendan into a Warhammer game. I already played a Warhammer game, man. I've been playing Mountain Blade Warband, or Mountain Blade, fuck, did it not blow at all? I've been playing Mountain Blade Bannerlord with a Warhammer, not 40k, Warhammer Fantasy, addendum. No, the tabletop? Oh, that's not happening. I'm sorry. I am not touching the tabletop. That's an expensive habit. That ain't happening. D&D just isn't my vibe. I only ever played it because it's so overwhelmingly popular. I prefer Traveler, GURPS, and the WHFRPG. I don't know what that one is, but you like GURPS, huh? So you really like Session 1, which is 8 hours of character creation, and then scheduling for Session 2, which never happens. That's my favorite part of GURPS games. Okay, guys. 8-hour character creation. Awesome. All right, I think we're finally done with GURPS, and nobody has any free time to actually play the game. Shit. GURPS is so fun. I love making characters. But what about the, like, core of the game? I love GURPS. I love making characters for GURPS. What is GURPS? Generic Universal Role-Playing System. I really like Pathfinder. I mean, I know we're talking tabletop slime, so people who don't care about tabletop, their eyes are glazing over. I understand that. But, like, I like Pathfinder's 3-action system a lot. I like playing Pathfinder. I don't like running Pathfinder. I've run 2 sessions of a Pathfinder game, and while it's a lot, I feel like it's a lot and it's good, but I feel like I'm much more into playing it than I am running it. Pathfinder is just too much IMO. Dude, there is nothing more satisfying in Pathfinder than building a character who uses a shield, and then you actually get to fucking use your shield instead of, okay, get 2 more points under your AC. I will tell you, there is nothing more fucking satisfying than playing a fighter, and it's not just, I hit the guy. Okay, and then I hit the guy. Big red button there probably, Brendan. The world building is very much the kitchen sink approach. Oh, for Pathfinder? No, I don't. Listen, when I go into tabletop, I don't go by any established lore in the tabletop setting. I say fuck that. I homebrew everything. I don't agree with utilizing the preordained lore. It makes things easier for DMs, but I hate doing that. This is why people ask me about, like, what do you think about this D&D thing, Brendan? I'm like, I don't give a shit. But you play 5e. Yeah, but I don't use anything but the rule set. I make everything else up. What do you think about this D&D setting, Brendan? And it's like, dude, I do not give a shit. I don't even know what you're talking about. The only thing I know about, like, Eberron is that Warforged are in there, and I'll just make a Warforged real. That's half the fun for me, is building everything up from scratch. Which, like, I don't, you know, there's not, like, incredible disdain for people who want to do, use the pre-established settings and lore. Me make my story. If somebody asks me about thing, I will make thing up. I do not worry about this. Oh shit, he got me. I gotta fight the poltergeist, I get it. He keeps trying to throw rocks at me. It's just not working out for you, man. Oh, no! I'm not going into the liminal space. I'm not going into the liminal. I'm not doing it, dude. You're not sending me there. No way. What the hell, man? How he get that power in the fucking zone? How he take out a whole rectangle? What did he do? He picked up the ground particle. He picked up the whole rectangle. Oh, shit. Oh, no, not another one, man. Okay, it's just the texture. We're safe. I really was kind of terrified of falling into the ground. He just disappeared an entire texture. A little bit afraid of that, not gonna lie. That's a little bit of... Ooh. Cheeky and so breaky. I think it's funny that people found out they could kill the poltergeist just by getting scared and mag dumping it. I think it's one of my favorite things in Stalker, is they're like this, you're like, oh shit, is that a fucking ghost? Is that like the essence of the zone? But then your first time with a poltergeist, if you fire a couple of rounds into it and then it fucking dies, you're like, wait a minute here, buddy. These guys are fucking bozos. Oh, no longer is scared in the zone because all these fucking mutants ain't got one thing that I got. They never be able to handle a freak like me. Don't care how cool your fucking mutant is, dude. They'd never be able to handle a guy like me. Sure, man. I can always use more cheese. That's why I wish there was a basic default interaction button on some of these. It's like, now I gotta drop the cheese and hope that I can pick it up from here. That's just lost cheese now. Cheese lost to the zone. Oh no, how horrible. Too much ammo. I'm too weighted down. I'm walking around again. Ass full of fat. Please don't have a billion things inside of you. I'm just gonna shoot you. They all have... Oh my god. Oh boy, they're all filled to the brim with supplies. Yumpy. Delicious. Sausages and water and... Now I'm too fat. I ate too much goddamn bread. Let that shit go to my head. I can't even pick that up. I can't even pick it up. I have to leave it alone. I can't even grab it. I gotta let it be. I gotta just like John Lemon said, let it be. The S in STALKER stands for hubris. The S in STALKER stands for stuffed, because I'm so fucking full right now. Too much cans of tuna. This is just me trying to take in all the grocery shopping in one fucking trip. Again, that's just what this is. This is just me trying to take in all the grocery shopping in one trip. Now I have this thing, and that's going to weigh me down a bit. Yeah, why don't I carry this thing on me, he says, knowing that he's just got too much shit on him. Yep, there it is. Fuck you. And look at all this loot, all this cheese here that I can't pick up. I just have to ignore it. Oh, awesome. Thank you for the free cheese. Every time I pick up a little bit of cheese, it's like a new fear is unlocked within me. It's going to be the cheese that breaks me. Every single time I pick up a little bit more cheese, it's like, will this be the cheese that breaks me? I think it was the cheese that broke me. I'm not going to lie, because my game is struggling. Not going to joke around here. We might get a crash. That cheese might have fucking broken me. Nope, I feel like a hard crash is coming on. I had too much cheese. I'm walking around with 40 cheese, and the game was like, hey, man, you can't be rat hoarding. Hey, it figured it out. It did not break me. The toxic fumes might. Oh, boy. Buckshot ammo. And I'm fat again, son of a bitch. I have to keep eating bread to lower and lighten my load. Oh, boy, poison. I better go over here and see what's up over here. Oh, boy, a little bit of vodka and a little bit of ammo. Awesome. Well, at least I can use some of this cheese I got. The cheese that steals your frames. Me playing the Ratatouille game on PS2, but it's a PS2 emulator, and it's a PS2 emulator. There's an old version of the PS2 emulator, PCXE2, and so it just can't handle that much cheese. It's just not done. It's too much cheese. Come on, man, not the stinky sewer. You know what, man? It don't even matter to me. Guy like me, I can tank all this damage. I have a billion cheese. Oh, no, not a nasty little leprechaun. Oh, fuck it, dude. That's cool, dude. That's cool. Let me heal. Duende. Fucking Duende sighting. Duende. Why is the Duende fucking you up? Because he's an asshole? That's it, man. I don't know about these guys, but they're just kind of assholes. It's like he's just kind of a dickhead. See, he's just a dickhead. He's a psionic dickhead. They're making psionic dickheads out in the zone. Brand new kinds of dickheads, brand new kinds of guys, and I'm too fat again. Son of a bitch. Don't worry, though. Inevitably, when I start selling off a bunch of ammo and then making a billion monies, it's going to be so worth it to be this fat. Once I shed my weight and show that I was just bulking monetarily, they're not going to know what to do with me. They have no idea that I'm bulking monetarily. My psionic warrior, take all this streamer's cheese. Bro, I got a big wheel of mozzarella up in the fridge. You can't fucking do this to me. I was sad. Yesterday was the day we threw out the Thanksgiving leftovers because we were pretty much all done with them and the meat wasn't keeping. I think there was a hole in the Tupperware. It was a really sad day. I was kind of sad that we had to throw away a little bit of turkey because the meat wasn't keeping. I was like, oh God, not like a lot of turkey, mind you. I want to say like maybe half a plate full, but I was still like, I can't eat this turkey. It went bad already. How? This is so fucking sad. I did see a video of somebody opening up the Popeyes turkey for Thanksgiving and how like it just looked really sad. Like it did not look like a turkey at all. Freezer, we didn't have the foresight to put the leftovers in the freezer because we thought we'd run through them. And we were making pretty good progress because we didn't have like the fridge absolutely stuffed to the gills with leftovers. We were making pretty good progress. It's just the seal on the tin that we had for the turkey got fucked up and we didn't notice. And so we were just sitting there like, God damn it. Gotta throw away some turkey. This sucks. Should have been making turkey sandwiches. My bad for 2 days ago. Instead of having turkey, I was like, I want peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. And that's what I paid for. I paid for my hubris by losing turkey. Because I was like, oh, I want peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for lunch. And then I made that and I was like, God damn it. It's my fault. It's my bad. My hubris. Yeah, getting scammed in the zone once again. Hey, man, it keeps happening to me, but, like, understandably. Kind of my fault that it keeps happening to me. I need to just maybe grow up and stop getting scammed. The zone is crazy because it's just like real life, right? I am working to get money to be able to improve my equipment, and then I spend all my money not being able to improve my equipment. I have to spend all my money just repairing my equipment. Too real. It's too real. It's too real. They should make Cocomelon for dogs. They do. It's called twitch.tv/Brendaniel. When you leave your home, you can put on Brendaniel VODs for your dog, and your dog's going to fucking love it. Especially the high-pitched noise that I emanate randomly on stream when I go... They're gonna go crazy. They go buck wild. I did that once and he pissed all over. Yeah, well, that's because you were watching the VOD. We're like halfway to the VOD. I said, good boy, now piss, 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 piss. And like, that's not my bad. That's your bad for choosing the wrong VOD. You can check under the VODs. Some of them say dog friendly. Some of them say dog enemy. My dog turned into a pickle after I played her the stream. It was pretty funny. Another one has fallen. We're doing it. It's happening. It's coming back. I keep telling you this and you keep not believing me. It's coming back. Another is falling. Yet another has fallen. And inevitably it will happen to you too. You still owe me a new dog? I sent you a fucking de-pickle spell in the goddamn mail. I sent you a de-pickleification spell in the mail. You gotta use it. You gotta go to your county warlock. This isn't on me. The work is on you. Listen, if you accidentally like listen to a Brendaniel stream and the spell is cast, you got to go to the county warlock and get that shit taken care of. All right? It's not my fault that you got to get the county warlock involved. It's your fault for watching the content. We need county warlocks. You don't have one? Living in a dry magic zone then, Buster. You ain't got county warlocks? Summoning pages? Sending you notes? Filling up your mailbox with mail? That's an elected official in my county, so I don't know what's going on in your county. But I do know for a fact that my county is way cooler. Yeah, I live in fucking California, Brendan. Oh yeah, you don't no such thing as magic in California. Hollywood, not known for movie magic. You ain't got county warlocks in California. You gotta go to San Bernardino for that shit. Skeleton. Hello, Skeleton. Chocolate bar! Oh, no, fuck. Oh, no, he fucking hungry. I am getting Willy Wonkist. I'm fucking out of here, man. Bye-bye, bozo. If you want to fucking kill me, man, I got your chocolate bar. I got your golden ticket. You can come outside and try to kick my ass. Oh, fuck. Hi. I love the psychic man running towards me. Like, hey, buddy, you want to come be a controller? Be a controller over at Rookie Village where you got 18 guns pointed at you. Oh, shit, they're running at me. You know, Brendan, there's nothing in the rules that say a dog can't play basketball. There's nothing in the rules that says a dog can't play Stalker. Would it be fucked up if, like, you were playing a game and you looked at its terms and conditions, you actually sat down and read the terms and conditions? If I had a game dev company, one of the one things I would put in my terms and conditions is dogs aren't allowed to play this game. Just to see if anybody would find it. It's the perfect place to hide it, IMO. I got a job interview tomorrow. Any advice, Brendan? Is it at retail? Is it retail advice? If you had a chance to go on Shrun Mabel, would you? I have no idea what that is, and I feel like sometimes whenever I get asked a question like this, you're just making something up. Brendan, do you want to go on the Stickler podcast? Brendan, do you want to go on Binge-Worthy, the podcast? I'm like, I don't know. It's an interview at GameStop. Okay, so number one, interview faux pas that people do when they apply at GameStop. One, I'm sorry that you have to apply at GameStop. Number two, what they don't want to hear is you talking about how much you like video games. Like, mention it if they ask, but that's not what you're going there for. I always say, if you're applying at GameStop for any fucking reason whatsoever, if you're trying to get a job there, do not say, I like video games and video game accessories. Say you are passionate to helping customers and guests get what they need. You are passionate about solving problems for guests. You are customer friendly. You are customer forward. GameStop, if you're applying there and for any godforsaken reason you want to fucking work there, never go in fully loaded with the, I know video games. Let me tell you how much I know about video games. Is that why so many employees seem like they hate video games? No, the GameStop employees seem like they hate video games because they have to work at fucking GameStop. I worked there for 4 years, I can tell you. It's not because they hate video games, it's because they hate working at fucking GameStop. Anybody would. I worked there for 4 years. I hated video games. I still fucking hate them. You know how hard it is to get over that crankiness of working retail, having the same fucking people come in day after day after day? Hey, man, do you think it'll be pretty fucking epic? The new Sonic game coming out. Do you think it'll be fucking awesome? Brother, if you're working in video game retail, you're dealing with people like Asmongold's fan base on a daily basis. Like, tier 3 Asmongold subs is all that shops at, like, brick and mortar GameStops. And parents and kids. You're getting fucking pheromone maxing idiots who are walking into the store constantly saying, actually, dude, so many people want to fucking pick fights with the GameStop employee. Who hurt you? GameStop. The level of brain damage I accrued from working there for 4 years of my life will never leave me. It'll stick with me forever. But realistically, if you want to work there, don't mention video games unless asked. If you're asked about video games, then mention, but don't mention video games right at the gate. What's the most insane question you got about a video game working there? An old man once came in with a piece of paper and printed on it was a copy. It was Mario Kart 8, but it had the PS4 logo. And he got fucking insanely mad at me because I told him that's not real, sir. That doesn't exist. Because that's not what people want to hear in retail. They don't want to hear, yeah, they don't make Mario Kart for the PS4, sir. That's not something they do. That's not real. You have been tricked or lied to. They don't want to hear that. What they want to hear is, get me the thing I want or I'm going to fucking kill you. I think if you're a retail employee, you should be allowed to, I think, smite customers like that. I think you should just be legally allowed to, like, turn them into a pile of dust. Why didn't you develop that game for him? He was like a 70-year-old man. He didn't understand. And he did not want to, like, hear me explain why that doesn't exist. He just wanted the thing. I couldn't get him the thing. Give me the thing. That's it. I'm going to go to Walmart for the thing. It's like, okay, buddy. You know what? You're Walmart's problem. You're not my fucking problem. Like, okay, buddy. Yeah, go to Walmart and get the thing there. Yeah, they'll have it there, uh-huh. Yeah, definitely, man. How would you explain it in old man terms that different companies have exclusive things like that? I tried to be like, well, the company that makes that game has their own device that they only put their games on. They don't put them on every device. He didn't even want something comparable. He wanted that. I was trying to think of, like, other kart racers on PS4 to give to him, but I was like, Nintendo have thing. They make thing for their thing. Thing they make for their thing don't work on other thing. It doesn't work on everything. When you buy car, you like car. Buy engine for car, small car engine, no working, big car, big engine, small car, small engine, small car needs small engine, put small engine in car. Yellow oil, go in this car. Yellow oil not working, red car. Yellow oil only working, yellow car. They don't get it. They fundamentally don't understand it. They don't have the basic, like, well, yellow oil, Brendan, really? Yellow fucking carton of oil. They make oil in different cartons. Red, blue, green, yellow. The oil itself isn't yellow. Yellow oil, Brendan, how ridiculous. Listen here, motherfucker! Yellow oil in the thing. You put it's not yellow unless it's yellow. I'm not talking about the fucking viscosity of the oil here. I'm not debating about the use of the coloration of the oil or putting food dye in the oil. All right? Yellow oil, Brendan. How ludicrous. Fuck you, buddy. You okay? I'm just upset. I'm never not upset. I'm just always upset. I'm just letting loose a little energy. Somebody brought up retail shit and you started to give me fucking flashback memories of, like, I'm sitting there just, hi there, would you like a Power Up Rewards card today? You thinking about getting the Best Buy credit card? Have you thought about Geek Squad protection on your device today? Have you thought about a Power Up Reward? Have you thought about a product protection plan, a PRP, on your $30 copy of Army of Two: The Devil's Cartel on Xbox 360 today? Just fucking Unfortunate Son is playing in my head. I heard they shadow dropped Warcraft 3, 1, 2, and 3 remastered. I guess Reforged got fixed, and I'm just like, I can't give it to the demons. I can't go back. I can't do it. But, like, part of me really wants to. Really want to give it to the demons some days and play like Warcraft 3 again, but it'll never be the same. I'll never be able to play Soda Tower Defense, where there are a bunch of like different NPC units in Warcraft 3, but they're named after soda pops. You like Warcraft 3? I grew up with it. I grew up playing a lot of Warcraft 3, but a lot of my playing Warcraft 3 was because I hadn't discovered like RP role-playing on like forums until I like found Gaia Online. So I was trying to host like Demise of Brotherhood role-playing servers in Warcraft 3 in like 7th grade. And people either didn't want to join or all they want to do was RP people fucking. And I was like, what are you guys doing? I'm just trying to do cool battles and come up with cool characters. What are you guys doing? Why does everyone want to play Dota? Dota sucks. Why does everyone want to play Dota? This sucks. I want to play Soda Pop Tower Defense. Why doesn't anybody want to play Soda Pop Tower Defense? Brendan was an ERPer, weren't you? No, I hated ERPers because all I wanted to do was like, role play cool zombie survival RP. I didn't care about I didn't care about that shit. Sex and boobs and stuff. No fucking way I cared about that shit. Ain't no fucking way. I just wanted to write like and fight. I wanted to write like cool zombie prose. I used to play so many different soda pop tower defense games in Warcraft 3 too. I'd always be looking for what kind of cool epic soda pop tower defenses are they gonna have? I'm running the Dr. Pepper tech tree. This is awesome. Like, y'all motherfuckers grew up with balloons? I grew up with Dr. Pepper destroying my enemies for me. Didn't need no fucking balloons. Didn't need to throw the attacks from the monkey. Summoning, oh, dude. Upgraded my towers to Diet Mountain Dew. This is gonna be awesome. I hope that System of a Down fan 9754 is doing well. That was my only friend on Battle.net. I hope they're doing well. I love how nobody remembers the Bloons games before Tower Defense. Weren't there were some Bloons Flash games, right? But also, like, if you're going on AmazingGames.com or, like, Armor Games or, like, using the terrible Flash of, like, eBombsWorld.com, Cool Math Games is what I was thinking of. If you're going on Cool Math Games, you're playing Bloons. I used to play Freak games when I was a kid, when I was on the computer. I played this game called Megalovania. Or, sorry, Megalomania, not Megalovania. That's Sans. There used to be this game I played called Megalomania, and it was only in browser, and it was an RTS game in browser. And I fucking loved it because you were able to like go through a bunch of different tech trees, and my uncle played it. And so you got a planet, you built these tech trees, you built your units, but you could name your units. And also one thing is you could kind of break the games. You could have older units. And I used to do this thing that my uncle would get pissed. My uncle would get really fucking mad at me, right? Because I would build cavemen, hundreds and hundreds of cavemen. I would put them on a ship and then dump them on his planet. And so he would log on to his account. I'd be over at my grandparents for the summer, and he'd log on, and I'd just hear, God fucking damn it, Brendan. Because I just sent 1 billion cavemen to his planet. Most of them would always die, but just the inconvenience of, like, drop ships coming into a planet, dropping thousands of cavemen, and then leaving. I was just like, I just want to see what happens, man. I'm just dropping cavemen. Thought it was going to be a Pickle Rick story? No, see, that's the trick. Now you're always going to be afraid. The real joy of the Pickle Rick story bit is that now you're going to be afraid that every story is going to end in a Pickle Rick bit. Is this the uncle who read Werewolf Erotica on your dime? Yeah. When I talk about my uncle, I'm usually talking about the one uncle. Like, I have other uncles. I only talk about the one uncle because, like, he's been around the most in my life. I thought it was your grandma at Werewolf Smut. No, my grandma and my uncle shared they share the Amazon account. And I accidentally paid for their ability to read werewolf porn for like a year because I put my debit card on the account. I thought you were going to say they shared werewolf smut. Yeah, pretty much. Brendaniel lore flashbang. Yeah, well, so like it was like I bought something on my uncle's Amazon account and I didn't know that I left my debit card on there. And then they when they signed up for Kindle Fire Unlimited or Kindle Unlimited, when they signed up for it, and so I had to be like, oh, Nana and my uncle, all they're doing is reading werewolf porn and Bigfoot porn and all this weird shit. Because my grandma loves smut. But also, I know my uncle likes weird werewolf shit. My uncle once sent me his manifesto for me to look over. And like I said, I love him. I do. But like his idea for a comic book series about werewolves still like lives rent-free in my head. How like he had used ChatGPT to write it. And how ChatGPT kept repeating the same phrase, ripping hunks of meat, eating hunks of meat, delicious hunks of meat. And how often that was in the ChatGPT slime. Where he'd be reading through the shit and it'd be like, and then Solok ripped a hunk of meat off his prey and said, we have to go to there. Then Rose also ripped a hunk of meat and said, yes, we will do thusly. And it wasn't like there was any sex in his werewolf comic idea. It was a lot of world building that he just like prompt entered for. And I'm just like, man, if you're doing a creative, I told him, I was like, if you're doing a creative project like that, you got to just write it. ChatGPT isn't like a cheat that's going to help you write your comic. I drove through Oklahoma in it once and it felt like a Windows 95 background. It was surreal. Oklahoma, two things about Oklahoma I remember. All the big friendship tees everywhere. And I was like, what's up with this, man? There are friendship tees everywhere, all lowercase. I don't get it. And then two, it was kind of crazy to see the Dollar Tree manufacturing and distribution warehouse. I was like, this is a site you need to see. The Oklahoma, out of all the states I've been to, has the fucking most manlit gas stations I've ever seen in my life. I walked into a gas station in Oklahoma on our way to Dallas for QuakeCon in 2016, and I will remember this to the day I die. I would hit my head on the ceiling. I'm not like, I'm not like abnormally tall. I'm 6'5". That's tall, but that's not like fucking capital T tall, right? That's lowercase t tall, okay? And when I'm scraping my head on the fucking ceiling, I'm like, dude, what the hell? I don't expect like vaulted cathedral at the gas station, but like, do fucking gnomes shop here? I was like, what do you mean this is for gnomish merchandise? 6'5" is pretty fucking, it's not that tall, all right? You know how I know? Conan O'Brien is that tall. And people aren't constantly freaking out when they see him. I'm not walking into the town and people grab their torches and pitchforks and they say, fucking kill this guy. We have to get him. He's a freak. He's too tall. That's tall. Yes. Yes. You cannot irradiate me, and now I am strong. Yes. I am protected by the power of an anomaly. Now I will not suffer. They will no longer kill. Now I'm in the funny suit. Hey, you guys ever play a little game called Lethal Company? How much does this artifact infantilize the combat? I gotta kill you guys. Okay, it kind of infantilizes the combat a little bit. Not a lot of it, mind you. I still take some hits, but they're not gonna be able to deal with me. The Brood is not happy with me because I wiped him out and I'm about to wipe him out again. Oh, no, yeah, that's some bullshit. I'm not gonna lie. That was like 20 shots there. I'm gonna have so many more cheese. I'm going to be so full of cheese that I won't use. It's gonna go incredible. It basically turns it into Call of Duty. I can't believe we Call of Duty'd Stalker 2. Oh, dude, if I had my meat chunk artifact from earlier Stalker games where it like gives you the health regeneration on top of that shit's really Call of Duty. When you get like the health regeneration artifact and the maximum physical protection artifact, you're just walking around popping guys with shotguns. Yeah, meat chunk. I think meat chunk was a health regen artifact, wasn't it? Get your meat chunk, get your mama's beads. This ain't your dad's game. Stalker is for moms. Your mom would fucking love Stalker too. She would love traversing the zone. Collecting little trinkets and baubles. What, you think you're playing a cool Milsim game? Get out of the way, Stalker. I have more mama's beads to collect, you fucking bozo. You're a fucking idiot if you think your dad would like Stalker. Bet your dad would fucking hate Stalker. There's no grilling in here. Can't even grill. All you do all day, collect mama's beads. Little baubles and trinkets. Just tell your, oh shit. Just tell your mom this is like the fucking goddamn little porcelain babies she collects, huh? You know, in the 80s, my mother did have a Stalker. Let me tell you about it. I'm too busy fighting hogs. Can't learn mom lore. Too busy fighting hogs. Got feral pigs to deal with. Fight my hog, streamer. Listen, if you drop 50 to 30 feral hogs on my ass, I'm not going to make it, but I'm going to take out a couple. I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I could kill 30 to 50 to 100 feral hogs, but like, you send a couple my way, and I can probably take 2 of them down with me. Now, to be fair, is that because I've been on a fragmentation grenade diet? Yes. And when they eat me and rip open my belly sack, it will protrude, and the grenades will fall out, and they'll look down and go gulp, and then explode? Yeah. That's exactly what's going to happen. You should download a real app like iBeer. Dude, check it out. It looks like I'm drinking a beer on my phone. It's crazy that we went from that, like the pure joy and whimsy of drinking a beer on your phone to, you know what you should do is spend $200 for the year on an app that helps you, it's basically like a daily planner, but it'll definitely help your mental health. You should subscribe to our app. $200 a year, it'll make you feel so much better. I'm not subscribing to this $200 a year app. Please, it's not happening. It's not happening. credit run from it. It's all the same. $200 a year mental health, the mental wealth and mental wellness app will destroy you. I'm getting fucking FOMO off the calendar app. This shit needs to stop, man. Not everything needs a fucking app with micros on it. I hate that I'm getting FOMO for my calendar app. I didn't complete the calendar app battle pass, and now I didn't unlock fucking cool Halloween stickers on my calendar. This is bullshit. How am I going to be so whimsical about Halloween if I don't have the fucking calendar app whimsy? Imagine fucking battle pass for your calculator app. Brother, I just unlocked Comic Sans. It's fucking sick. I didn't unlock October. I don't know what fucking month it is. Didn't spend enough money and now all my events are shuffled. I didn't buy enough micros in my calendar app and all my events are shuffled around. Is tomorrow my bar mitzvah or is the baptism for my cousin? Oh, shit. This is a really confusing life you're living. Listen, I know a lot of people. Daily quests for your instant messenger. No matter what they do, I am not getting an iPhone for fucking iMessage. It's crazy that there are people out there that will judge you based on not the caliber of your character, but the caliber of your fucking phone. iPhone users get so crazy sometimes about the fact that you don't have like the fucking like iMessage installed if you have an Android phone. It's so fucking weird that people can get so upset about not having iMessage. Because, like, I send a text. The text goes out. They get the text. But my old boss at Best Buy was so fucking weirded out that I didn't have iMessage. She was an old lady with an iPhone. She's like, but you, like, why are all the bubbles like this? Why can't I see you typing when you're sending me a message? Because it's a fucking phone, not a lifestyle. I don't give a shit. I use my phone for two things. Phone things, which is a general one thing, and reading. The one thing I will give iPhone, the one thing I will give it, is iPhone has a better camera, technically, only because with an Android camera, the camera can be better quality, but here's what fucking happens. Because Android isn't like standardized, when you use a fucking Samsung phone in an app, it screenshots the fucking camera app. It doesn't actually take the photos from your fucking camera app. And iPhones are all standard. So they just use the fucking camera when you're using like Snapchat or Instagram or Twitter or whatever. It uses the fucking camera versus Android, where 9 times out of 10, it won't use the camera. It'll go through the camera app through some weird back door and then screenshot the fucking camera app. So the quality always looks worse for videos and pictures when you use them through the app, which IMO is bullshit anyway. And I don't know if this has been changed in the last like 5 years, but I have a Samsung that's like 3 years old and it still fucking does it. But take any picture through Snapchat, it looks way shittier than if I just like take the goddamn picture and then upload it to Snapchat. Why is the message bubble green? Ew, I'm seething. Sounds like an Android version change issue. I mean, I have just known it as my reality as long as I've had an Android phone. So I don't know if it's like changed or if it's different. But I know for a fact that if you record it through the app versus the actual camera app, it always looks worse. Versus like, I've used an iPhone for the same purposes and it's the same fucking quality. It's kind of like, hey, did you know, fun fact, if you use a different browser to upload YouTube videos, Google actually throttles the connection. So if you upload through Chrome, the video upload is faster and better. Well, not better, but like the video upload is faster because they'll throttle you if you use Firefox or any other browser. Fun fact. I found out that Billy didn't know this the other day, and I was like, oh yeah, if you don't use Google Chrome to like upload videos, it throttles it. If I upload the same video on Chrome versus Firefox, it's 2 minutes on Chrome versus 20 minutes on Firefox. Because of course they do. Because you're not using their brand of browser. I have a 500 megabytes upload. And I was like, why the fuck are my videos uploading like faster? And it's like, oh, because YouTube throttles them. Yeah, I'm fucking cranky about that. I opened up my Crank Dora's box and now I'm just bitching about the old person things that I'm mad about. Yeah, so I keep Google Chrome installed and all it does is upload videos. That's it. What does Google Chrome do? Upload videos and that's it. Also, I want you to know, Blueberry Tart, I have to show this off. I think it was Blueberry who did that art yesterday of everybody so mean to me. I was laughing so fucking hard, my face turned red. I want you to know I was laughing so fucking hard. I got to show this 1 second. I was laughing so hard yesterday until my face turned red. It was kind of incredible. And I didn't see it during the Fortnite stream because I was too busy, sliming around in the Fortnite verse. God. But I did see this, and it did make me laugh really hard, so I do want to share it with the chat here. Why everyone's so mean to me? It's a really good image.
Biblically accurate, Brendan.
Biblically accurate, Brendan. Oh no, fuck. Is this the... Rizzler, get down! Oh no! Not the Costco guys get drafted, dude. Rizzler, you gotta get down! We bring the... What's up, fellas? I'm back. You need to get out of the way, buddy. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy, just want to ask you a quick question. Could you get the fuck out of the way? Hey, man, just real quick. I don't want to have to walk all the way back to the other town just because you're in the way. Could you maybe get the fuck out of the way, buddy? No, you couldn't possibly. You know what? Now I'm in the door. That's amazing. Your fat ass is kind of blocking the door here, buddy. Kind of door stuck. Door stuck. Interior crocodile alligator. I drive a Chevrolet movie theater. Brandon, if you did drag, what would your gimmick be? I don't know. I haven't really thought about it ever. I don't know. I don't really care. I'm just going to say something like hot dog. Or maybe something else food related. Hamburger. Or you know what? You know what actually is... a while back I was watching, I think it was a drag show. And it was pretty cool. They were doing like food-based gimmicks. And then somebody walked out dressed up as a pickle. And it was the funniest shit I've ever seen. And like... You did this. I didn't do this. You did this. You did this. I didn't do this. You did this. All roads traveled lead to the same destination. You did this. Got to be honest with ourselves. We set that one up for him. You did. You just gave that one to me for free. I don't know why. That was just a freebie. That was just like, I just had to slam. That was a slam dunk. Oh, but the zone rots your left foot? Oh yeah, I'm going to get trench foot for that one. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. Chat, locked in a concrete room. The Pickle Rick joke just vibing and emanating from the fucking speaker. It never stops. It never ends. Stop, stop it, 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 stop it. Lightnings aren't real. Lightning denier in the chat. Then what about the thunder? We don't call that thunder where I come from. That's called God's clap. Lightning is just the forks that God uses to eat his really big meal. The thunder is just him clapping after he eats his really big meal. He says, "Ooh, that's good." And that's his clap. It's the clap of God's mighty cheeks. Yeah. You see, thunder is just the clap of God's mighty cheeks as he's getting fucked. And the lightning is his cum. That's not electricity, bozo. That's God's cum. Is that an American thing, clapping after a meal? No, but I kind of wish it was. Wouldn't it be scary to go over to your friend's house? They say grace to eat the meal, and then everybody just claps? It's kind of like clapping in the movie theater. Like, if you clap in the movie theater, fuck you. They can't hear you, man. It's the other side of the screen. They can't fucking hear you. They don't care if you're clapping, dude. The theater employees who are going to walk in and clean up your fucking popcorn on the floor don't care if you're fucking clapping at the movie.